Welcome to our time together. Go ahead and get on your mat. You can sit in any easy seated position you would like, taking a moment to get comfortable. And begin to connect to your breath, noticing your inhale, noticing your exhale. You can go ahead and close your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable with that, just softening the gaze, and your hands can be on your thighs, palms can face up or down. Beginning to let go of any thoughts that might be bubbling up. We never force or fight them. Observing them, noticing them, not resisting, just observing and allowing them to pass by. If a thought comes in, just kind of imagine it as a cloud, how a cloud slowly goes by in the sky. And allow that cloud or that thought to pass by. And you can start reframing your thought to go to the breath. So instead of concentrating on that floating cloud, noticing the inhale, noticing how that feels as the air enters your nose, bring in that fresh, clean oxygen. And then noticing your exhale. As inhale brings in the fresh, clean oxygen, the exhale releases anything that does not serve you. Inhaling fresh, clean oxygen. And exhale anything that no longer serves you. Noticing where you're holding tension within your body. Are you holding tension around the eye area? Are you holding tension around the forehead? Maybe you're holding tension in the jaw. Connecting to your breath. We'll breathe in together, count of 4, and exhale together with the count of 4. So take a great big inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Going to your normal breath pattern. And taking a moment to ground yourself. Noticing the ground beneath you. And envision string of life about a foot above your forehead. I'm sorry, a foot above your crown of your head. And that string of light goes down the crown of the head, down the neck, travels down your spine, and all the way out your tailbone. And that string of light is anchored to the earth. Maybe you notice your posture changed as that string of light came down. And following it back up, but remaining grounded and rooted to the core of the earth. Following it back up your tailbone, all the way up your back, up the top of your back, all the way up the neck and out the crown of the head once more. And as you're connected to the earth, you also can rise up. And noticing your breath, observing how it feels or the temperature. And if you'd like to set an intention, intention can be a thought, a word, a mantra, a prayer. Bring your hands to heart center. It's a good reference point throughout our time. Inhaling, breathing in that intention. And on an exhale, allowing the crown of the head to come forward, sealing the intention, coming back to center, hands returning to your thighs. You can slowly come back into the room. Great. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and interlace your hands. Lifting your hands all the way up overhead on an inhale, biceps to ears. Exhale, bringing them back forward. And I will just reference, if you are in a seated position, you can just stay where you're at. If you are in a cross-legged position, you can stay where you're at. If you are in a easy seated position where your legs are under you, you can also stay where you're at. We'll make sure that whoever is cross-legged, we will switch it up in a moment. Just want to call that out. On an inhale, lifting arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, coming back to center. Again, inhale, lifting arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, back to center. Taking those fingertips, allowing them to go behind your back this time. All right. Inhale as if the elbows are getting pulled up by strings. Your body can come forward. Exhale, returning to center. Inhale, elbows getting pulled up by strings. Exhale, back into center. Inhale, elbows getting pulled up by strings. Exhale, back to center. If you're cross-legged, go ahead and switch up the cross in your legs. I'm actually going to come out of my easy seated position, but you are welcome to stay there as well. If you are in easy seated position and you're wanting to go to cross-leg, go with the cross-leg that doesn't feel so natural to you to make sure that your body stays balanced. So normally you put the right over the left, put the left over the right. You'll definitely notice a difference. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up overhead. The gaze will follow. Exhale, chin coming into chest, arms coming to your sides. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead, chin lifting. Exhale, chin coming down, arms to your sides. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, returning to your sides. Go ahead and rock the right fingertips out to the right side. Left arm coming across. Gaze going up towards the sky. Giving that left side a nice stretch. Breathing here, connecting to that breath. Exhale back into center. This time the left's going to come down and walking itself out. Right arm extends over top, giving now that right side a good stretch. Gaze going up towards the sky. Breathing here. And exhale back into center. All right, allowing the hands to come down. Taking your left hand, allowing it to come to the right knee. Taking the right hand, bringing it to about 6 inches behind that right hip. And then go ahead and look over the right side. So you're looking over your right shoulder, giving yourself a little twist. Remembering to breathe, connecting to your breath. All right, returning back to center. Right hand now coming to the left knee. Left hand coming about 6 inches behind the left hip. Your gaze is going to follow that left shoulder. So you're looking out over the left shoulder, giving yourself a little subtle twist. Breathing here. Inhale, coming back into center. Great. Get any of those wiggles out of your back if you'd like. Rolling the shoulders up and back, maybe front, maybe to the front. Taking your head, allowing it to teeter to the left side. Returning to center. Taking it to the right side. Returning to center. All right. We'll extend our feet all the way out in front of us. And I should say the soles of the feet coming in to meet one another, opening up those hips for a moment. We will return back to this posture, making sure, maybe you rock side to side, making sure you're evenly distributed on the legs, the hips. And the feet can be in front of you, they can be further out, or they can be closer in. Find what works for you, and it might be different from the start of class to the end as you opening up the hips and stretching the legs a little bit more. So you can come forward, you can fold into it if you would like, or you can just sit up, noticing that if you sit up, noticing the backbone, noticing the spine, and is the core engaged? Are you supporting yourself? Breathing, connecting to your breath. And inhale, let's come all the way back up. Great. We're going to take that left leg, extending the left leg out to the left side of your mat. The right sole of the foot coming in closer to the right thigh. All right. The foot is flexed, the leg is active. You can stay just like so. If you would like to fold into it to deepen the stretch, the left hand can come to the left thigh, or yeah, it could come to the thigh, the shin, the ankle, maybe all the way to the toes. Find what works for you today. There's no right or wrong. The objective is to get the body warmed up. Start increasing the flexibility within yourself. And taking that right arm, the right arm can also come down to meet the left. And you can fold into it if you want to deepen it a little bit more. Breathing, connecting to your breath. Letting go of that to-do list. Letting go of any anxious thoughts. And on an inhale, coming back up. Same thing, opposite side. Go ahead and extend that right leg out to the right side. Take the left sole of the foot and bring it in closer to the thigh. So you can take your right hand, bring it to the thigh, to the shin, to the ankle, maybe all the way to the toes. Leg active, foot is flexed. And what you do on one side, you want to do to the other. So if you folded forward on the left side, go ahead and do that to the right. So that might look like the left hand coming to meet the right and fold it in. If not, stay just like you were on the opposite side. What we do to one side, we do to the other, keeping that balance. Connecting to your breath. Letting go. Thinking on your mantra. And inhale, returning back to center. All right, let's bring the soles of the feet in to meet each other once more, noticing if there's been a difference already. And again, those feet can be out further away, they can be closer together. Find what works for you.
But as always, remembering to breathe, inhaling fresh, clean oxygen and exhaling any tension, any grabbing, any resistance that you can find in the body.
And inhale, coming all the way back up. We'll work our way to tabletop. So go ahead and have your hands come onto the mat. Okay, hands are going to be on the mat, wrists in line with the elbow, elbow in line with the shoulder. The knees are in line with the hips and about shoulder width distance apart for your hands. On an inhale, go ahead and inhale, allow that chin to come forward, allowing the spine to come down for cow. Exhale, chin coming into chest, reversing that spine. Cat. Inhale, coming into cow. And exhale, coming into cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. All right, coming back into stillness. Go ahead and allow those big toes to come in to meet one another. Allow the hips to widen a little bit and allow the hands to stretch out. And I do want to say hi to Audrey and Sophia. Hope you're doing well. And let's go ahead and allow the hands to come out to the right side. Stretching them out. Inhale, back to center. Taking it to the left side. Arms coming out to the left side. Inhale, back into center. All right, coming back up into tabletop position. Make sure that you are back into alignment. So the shoulder width distance apart as well as the hip width distance apart, legs at 90, and alignment in the arms. So the crease right here should be facing the crease over here. Sometimes we tend to want to allow that to go straight out. It should actually be rotated in. So it's internally rotated. Both arms are internally rotated. And let's go ahead and extend that left arm all the way out in front of us. Taking that left arm, allowing that shoulder to slowly come down onto the mat. You can stay just like this if you want to deepen it, extending that right arm. And bringing that right arm closer to you, bringing that left arm, stretching it back out. Exhale, bringing it down. Right hand extending all the way out in front of you. And allowing it to come down, slowly lowering, having that shoulder on the mat, left arm extending out. Connecting to your breath. Left hand coming in front of the face, pushing away, right arm extending all the way out, allowing that right hand to come down. Making sure, just recalibrating, making sure that you are in alignment. Okay, checking back in. Maybe your core is even engaged. Extending the left leg all the way back behind you. So the leg is going to be active and the foot is going to be flexed. Spine remains straight. Making sure that your weight is evenly distributed. So the ankle, foot's flexed, ankle in line with the active leg. So the ankle, the knee, and the hip, all one, and as if you're traveling up that spine, one straight line. Exhale, leaving that left leg down. Right leg now is going to extend all the way back behind you. Same thing here. Checking in with your weight distribution. The The foot is active and flexed. The whole leg is also active. So the ankle in line with the knee, the knee in line with the hip, and all the way up the spine as if it's one straight line. Engaging that core. Bringing the right leg down this time. Okay. Left arm is going to stretch all the way out. And this time we'll take that right leg all the way back. So active leg, active arm, engaged foot. The wrist in line with the elbow in line with the shoulder, one straight spine. Check in, is your core engaged? Maybe when you engage your core, your spine actually becomes straighter. Hip in line with the knee, knee in line with the ankle. And exhale, bringing that down. Right hand extends all the way out in front of you. Left leg follows all the way up. Checking in on that weight distribution. Wrist in line with the elbow in line with the shoulder, one straight line. Hip in line with the knee, knee in line with the ankle. Active leg, active arm, flex foot. Exhale, bringing that back down. Left arm, right leg. Bringing in the leg and the elbow to meet as if they're about to meet one another. Extending that back out, active leg, active foot. Bring in that leg in to meet the elbow. Extending it back out. Keeping your balance. Bringing that elbow in to meet the knee, extending it back out, allowing them to return to center. Right arm, left leg, extending all the way out. Engage that core. Elbow coming in to meet the knee, extending it back out. Elbow to meet the knee, extending it back out. Engage that core. Elbow to meet the knee once more, extending it back out, allowing them to come to center. Okay. Tucking those back toes. So just checking in with the hands once more. And we're going to come back. If you don't want to go on your toes, that's fine. I'm going to go on my toes. So you can tuck the toes and you can sit on them. Some people that hurt. So just always keep your safety as your priority. Coming back on them. But discomfort is never a bad thing. Now pain that inhibits your health is, but discomfort isn't. Okay. Taking your hands, we'll take the right hand, we'll allow it to go as if the fingertips are going to 6 o'clock, so clockwise, and the left hand as if it's going counterclockwise to 6 o'clock, allowing our wrists to get a little bit of a workout. And just weighing them side to side, going forwards and back. Maybe you prefer doing circles. Find what you prefer, what you like, what resonates with you the most. If you do circles, make sure what you do to one side, you do to the other. All right. And allow those hands to return back. Now, flipping the palms over so the fingertips are facing your knees. And again, rocking side to side, forward and back. Find what works for you. If you do circles, make sure what you do one direction, you also do to the other. All right, coming into stillness. Great. All right, allowing the palms to return back onto your mat. If you are still have your toes tucked, great. If you don't have them tucked, go ahead and tuck them now. We're going to just lift off the mat before our first downward facing dog. So just slowly lifting up the knees. So you'll feel the core engage and hovering here. Connecting to your breath. Your gaze will be on your mat. Breathing here. Holding a little bit longer. And exhale, allowing them to come down. If you've had your toes tucked for a while, you can go ahead and just untuck them. Just give or if you haven't, just give your ankles also a little love today. So allowing them to go from side to side, forwards and back, clockwise, counterclockwise. Do what's right for you. All right. Tucking those toes once more. Now we're going to downward facing dog. So as if you're pushing the ground away with your hands and you're pushing the ground away with your feet. As if you're doing both at the same time, and allow those legs to straighten out.
And from here, go ahead and walk your dog out. So just waking up the backs of your legs, doing whatever you need to do to open your body up a little bit more. All right. Go ahead and shift your weight forward. So you're in a high plank. Engage that core. We'll slowly lower, or you can go knees down, then chest down, and then we're going to lift our chin. So baby cobra, cobra, or up dog are the options. Tucking those toes back into downward facing dog. We're going to do a couple of those. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Slowly lower our knees, chest, and chin. Working your way up to cobra, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Tucking the toes back into downward facing dog. Go ahead, shift that weight forward. Slowly lower our knees, chest, and chin. Cobra variation or up dog. Tucking the toes back into downward facing dog. All right, start feeling a little bit more. Let's go ahead and walk the feet up to meet the hands. Go ahead and stay there for a moment, just ragdolling it out. And connecting to the breath, connecting to your intention. Okay, slowly lifting all the way up. No rush, take whatever time you need, and we will meet at the top of our mats. All right, inhale, lifting all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, halfway lift, so the hands come to the shins. You have a flat back, gaze is still down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, let's go ahead and let the hands come down. Taking that right leg all the way back behind you, allowing that right foot to pivot as if it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. So the front leg is at 90 degrees. Inhale, lifting all the way up into warrior two. Arms are going to be straight ahead. Right knee, seeing over those tippy toes, make sure you can see them. The right knee stays in line as if it's getting pointed forward. The back leg strong and secure, and that foot is at parallel to the short edge of the mat. Gaze going over the eyes. Checking in the hips as if they're parted straight. And then engaged core, broaden across the shoulders or soften the heart. Straight spine. Breathing here. Connecting to your breath. Right arm coming down that back. Left arm coming across. Opening up, so that whole side's opening up. This right hand is just used as a reference point. Okay? Inhale, back to center. Same thing, this left leg is going to be used as a reference point. Taking the left hand, coming down, not putting weight on it, just using it as a reference point. The right arm's going to stretch across, so it's as if it's like a diagonal coming from that right leg, one straight line. The gaze can go up. Breathing here. If you want to advance this posture, you can also let that arm down. Then both arms are going to be straight ahead. You can even interlace it. And gaze can go up towards the sky. Coming out of that to warrior two. Straightening that front leg, folding forward, gaze going up. So very similar to what we just did. Making sure that you don't lock that front leg. Breathing here. And exhale, coming up. Hands coming to your hips. The left foot is now going to become parallel to the short edge of your mat. Getting into proper posture here. All right, you can slowly lower it down with your hands on your hips. And once you get down to the ground, if you would like, you can have your hands come down to meet you as well. Breathing here, connecting to the breath. Left hand's going to come directly in front of your face. It's going to be on the mat in front of your face. Right arm sweeping up the body, going all the way up to the sky. Breathing here. Exhale. Right hand is going to come down and replace the left. Left is going to swish up the body, go all the way to the sky, facing up. Left hand coming down. Now they both are down. On an inhale, you can lift up a little bit, and on an exhale, allow yourself to deepen it a little bit more. Strong and rooted to the earth. Inhale, allow that spine to straighten. Allow the hands to come to your hips. Pushing the ground away, coming all the way back up. Bringing the feet in to meet each other once more. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll do it once more, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, this time we're going to let the right foot go back. Actually, didn't we do that already? No. You're going to let the left foot go back. Allow that foot to go parallel to the short edge of the mat. And when you are ready and you feel rooted and secure, coming all the way up to warrior two. All right, make sure that you're in proper posture. So if you need to deepen it a little bit more, scooting those toes out and folding back into it. Back leg parallel to the short edge of your mat. Checking in with the hips, making sure that that front leg stays straight ahead. The hips are as if they have laser beams pointing out. And engaging the core, softening the heart or broadening the shoulders, whatever works for you in terminology. Arms are fully extended out, and the gaze is going to go out to the fingertips of the right hand. Breathing here, connecting to that breath. Right hand, left hand coming down the left leg, right arm's coming over across. Using that right hand not as a weight, but as a reference point. So you're not putting all this weight on it. It's actually just a reference point. You should be strong and rooted in the front and back leg, but you don't need it. Exhale, back into center. Right hand coming down, again, using this as a reference point. Left arm coming across as if it's a diagonal out of that left leg, one straight line there. And similarly, if you did it on the other side and you want to deepen it, coming down or interlacing, binding. They should always remain up towards the sky in both cases. Okay. Returning back to center, extending that front leg, making sure that that leg does not lock. So there's a slight little micro bend in that front leg, arms fully extended and just teetering down. So similar to our previous posture. Again, gaze is going up towards the sky. Inhale, returning to center. Front leg is going to come in, so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. Hands coming to your hips again. Slowly lowering down. Breathing, connecting to the breath. Hands coming onto your mat. All right, we'll switch it up. This time we'll start with the right hand on the mat. Left hand swishing up to the sky. Exhale, switching it up. Left hand taking the right place. Right hand extending up to the sky. Exhale, returning back to center. Great. Inhale, lifting the back so you have a straight spine. Bringing the hands to your hips and pushing the ground away. Awesome. Bring the legs in to meet one another. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. And exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Okay. Getting grounded and rooted in your feet. Start with our right foot. So, taking that right foot, really imagining that it is strong, secured, like it's super glued to your mat right now. It's not going anywhere. Maybe you lift up your little toesies and leg is active, core is engaged. Soften the heart, broaden across the shoulders. Left foot's going to come over and it can go to your ankle. It might go to your shin. It is not going to go to your knee. That is a safety concern. Or it's going all the way up the thigh. And a great item, if you're still getting situated, is finding a point of reference outside yourself that's unmoving and unchanging. Having an actual physical external reference point that you can use as a projection of what you want your inside to be. Okay. So finding that drishti, point of reference, if you will, and your hands can be at heart center. They can be out to your sides if that's most comfortable for you, or they could be fully extended. Remembering to breathe, remembering to smile. This posture is all about balancing, finding that inner stillness. It's the only way you can find the outer stillness. So if you find that point of reference that you're staring at, using that to cultivate. And if your hands are extended, bring them back, coming to heart center, releasing that foot down. Awesome. Same thing, opposite side. So this time that left foot, imagining that it is rooted, solid, secure, super glued to your mat. Maybe you lift up your toes just to really get where's the weight really connected at. Leg is active, core is engaged. Broadening across the shoulders, softening the heart. Taking the right foot, bring it to your ankle, maybe to your shin, not on the knee, or maybe all the way up. And again, finding that point of reference, staring at that one constant in your vision. And your hands can come to your sides, your hands can come to heart center, or they can be fully lifted and extended up. Find what works for you to create balance within. Breathing here, maybe you smile. Maybe you think about your mantra, or maybe you think about how grateful you are that Bonnie hasn't ruined the film yet. That's what I'm thinking about. All right, bringing the hands down to heart center. And we'll go ahead and gracefully release that foot. All right, awesome. Inhale, lifting your arms all the way up overhead. Let's go ahead, exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, coming down once more. This time on an inhale, just while we're down here, having your fist, creating fists, and allowing that to be your about hip width distance apart. So allowing the feet to break apart a little bit. And on an inhale, we'll lift up. Arms will remain straight. Legs are going to be bent, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. So your spine should be straight. Maybe your core is engaged. In fact, the arms are an extension of that spine. So I'll turn around for you. The arms are an extension of that spine, so they should be perfectly straight out. Checking in with those legs, making sure that one's not out further than the other. And we'll go ahead and bring the arms to heart center. We'll take the right, this is an invitation, not a requirement, taking the right elbow and allowing it to come right above the knee. So not the actual elbow or the knee, but right above both of them. So the upper arm and the upper leg. And checking in, is that right leg out further than the left? Making sure that they're in alignment. Gaze can go up. Remembering to breathe here. And inhale back to center. Taking the left upper arm, coming to the right upper leg. Giving a subtle twist here. Connecting to the breath. And inhale, allow the hands to come down. Allow the legs to straighten. All right. Taking a moment. And inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, back down to center. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let's just come on down. We're going to go onto our backs. All right, soles of the feet and slowly lowering down. All right, go ahead and bring your legs into your chest, wrapping your arms around them and just rock side to side. Maybe even do circles. Do what works for you. All right, let's go ahead and open our legs and bringing the feet to the hands to the feet. So it could be around the feet, could be around the big toe, could just be the ankles. Going into happy baby. Widening it up there. So the whole spine should be on the mat. It's really easy to lift up that lower part of your spine. And the idea is to keep that actually on the earth, which makes it a little bit trickier. So it's not a curved back, it's actually a flat back. And maybe you wiggle side to side here. The hips are probably feeling a lot more open. Okay, bringing the feet back down, allowing the legs to go all the way down for a moment. Full body stretch. All right, bringing the soles of the feet back up. And as if you're pushing the ground away with your feet, and you're energetically pulling in the thighs, coming to bridge. Maybe you even want to walk up more on your shoulders and interlace the hands. Do what feels right for you. Another option is having a block underneath your sacrum. Connecting to your breath. And slowly lowering down. All right. Taking the right foot, allowing it to come across. So avoiding the ankle and the knee. And bringing it in closer to your body. Opening up your hips a little bit more. And allowing your left foot to come down, allowing your right foot to come down. Bringing the left over the right this time. Avoiding the knee and avoiding the ankle. Interlacing the right leg, bringing it up closer to your chest. Connecting to your breath here.
And exhale, allowing that foot to come down, allowing the opposite foot to come down. Taking a moment, opening up your hips a bit more. So the soles of the feet are touching one another. Your hands can be at your side, one can be on your stomach, and one can be at your heart. Find what works for you at the moment. Inhale, allowing it to come back to center. Bring the legs closer to your chest, allowing them to slowly come onto the left side. Arms can be fully extended or cactus, so that would be at 90 degrees if you don't have a significant amount of room. And the gaze is going to go over to your right side. Connecting to your breath. Inhale, bringing the legs into center. Exhale, allowing them to go to the right side. And your gaze is going to go over to your left. Inhale, bringing it back to center. Allow the right leg to go out to the right side. Allow the left leg to go out to the left side. Allow your hands to come to your sides. Beginning to come into stillness and restfulness. Your eyes can close, your gaze can soften. Palms can face up or down. And at no rush, allowing yourself to come onto your left side. And slowly coming all the way up to an easy seated position. Your eyes can remain closed, or maybe you prefer just to keep them softened. Bring your hands heart to heart center. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives bring about that happiness and freedom for all. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great week. Till next time.